What is up, my wizards? It's Dev, back again from SBMTG. I got one spoiler for you today, and then a special treat. This is sort of the 5 things that I want from Magic Origins. A little bit of speculation, a little bit of I think we might see this or that. So yeah, it's going to be cool, I hope, for everybody involved. So yeah, let's go ahead and tell you about what we got today. This is Harbinger of the Tides, and it's all we've gotten so far, but it's really cool. Mono Blue Devo needs a 2-drop. Omen Speaker is pretty good, but this obviously goes better for our devotion count. It's just a better card overall. When I first saw this, I was like, Venser? But no, it's not. It doesn't hit spells that would be crazy. But it is really good, you know, obviously during their in-step or combat step, but it's also really good just during our main phase on the 2nd, 3rd turn as sort of a tempo play. That's really good. A lot of aggro in the format, although this won't hit Goblin Pile Driver, which is kind of grump, but still, this is probably a very important card for not only the Mono Blue Devotion deck that wants to still be important, but the fish deck that we see coming up, the tempo-based fish deck that we see being a thing hopefully here soon. Stratus Dancer, or excuse me, yeah, Stratus Walker, maybe? No, Stratus Dancer and a Silumgar Sorcerer. There's a couple of other things, the Fairy Miscreant, so there is definitely a blue fish deck. Maybe even blue-white, but definitely blue. And this card goes in it, and a couple of other things. This is a good card, and I hear tell that you can even see play in Modern. So let us know what you feel about this one, because I like it a lot. Let's talk about some things here. This is stuff that I would really like to see. Let me go ahead and give you number 5. I'd like to see a good 1-drop Goblin. Now we do have Foundry Street, and Frenzied Goblin is pretty darn good. There's a lot of ways in Goblins to keep them from blocking, and that's crazy when we have a creature like Pile Driver, we have Rabble Master in the format, so Goblins is going to be, I think, really, really good. But I'd like to see a good, just premium 1-drop Goblin. It doesn't have to be Goblin God. I'm not asking for anything crazy. There was a Goblin in like Return to Ravnica block a couple of years ago that was really good. I'd like to see him come back. That would be pretty effing sweet. But we don't even have to have him. I just want another option in the 1-drop slot for Goblins. You know what else we haven't seen yet? We haven't seen like good staple black removal yet. It'd be cool if they just reprinted Hero's Downfall, because we're in Theros a little bit for Origins, and there's some reprints in this core set. It's a perfect card. It's a perfect card. Unconditional removal that hits creatures or planeswalkers. It'd be even cool though if we got like Murder back. And I'm sort of angling for Doomblade or Terror, but we have Ultimate Price, so I don't think we'll get those back in the format. But I would like to see just, premium staple black removal. We're going to need that when Theros rotates. Although, again, we'll probably get some in Battle for Zendikar. Number 3, well, Blake Rasmussen already came out on Twitter and was like, we are definitely not reprinting Serum Visions in this set officially, which kind of sucks. Sam Stoddard has said he doesn't really want to print, 1-drop, draw a card, like cantrips anymore, but I still think we might see some close approximation, hopefully, of that card in Magic Origins. Something like this would be pretty cool, although instant speed on this idea is pretty ridiculous. But, it definitely, Serum Visions does this already, I think, but, drawing a card and then scrying too, that's pretty controlled, honestly. Scrying and then drawing is nuts, so I would like to see at least something resembling this. That'd be really cool. Number 2 here, I'd really like if they reprinted Honor of the Pure or Crusade or just something like that. We have Obelisk of Erd for, tribal, and then we have Spear of Heliod, but it's legendary, and these cards are really good in multiples, which we can't do with Sphere, which kind of sucks. So, Honor of the Pure, we played that in Modern, like Soul Sisters and stuff. They couldn't, we're seeing a good, Mono-White Soldiers deck shape up in Standard right now after Origins comes out, and it really needs this, or something like it, as a piece to stay relevant. And I just don't know if Heliod, Spear of Heliod, is good enough because of the legendary. So, I would really like to see Honor of the Pure back. I think that'd be really sweet. I'm going to cheat and give you an honorable mention for number 1, which is something we haven't seen. I want to point out we haven't seen this, and there's a lot of Planeswalkers that are going to be playable and viable in this format, so we haven't seen anything that moves or manipulates loyalty counters ever. We've seen it with charge counters and +1/+1 counters, never with loyalty counters, and it is pretty broken, but you could control it. Something like this, it costs a lot, it's legendary, you have to sacrifice it, pump a lot of mana into it, but it's like to see some controlled way to do it. I understand the argument is that you could just move all your loyalty counters onto a guy and then use his ultimate. I get that. But if you do it, if you overprice it a little bit to where it happens late, and you have to play the Planeswalkers first, so it's going to happen late in the game one way or the other. So I don't think it's a broken ability that much, and it can be controlled with design. And also, eventually, while I'm on this train, we're eventually, in the next couple of years, if we keep printing Planeswalkers, we're going to have to see something that's like Destroy Target Emblem. It's going to have to happen eventually. I just think it has to be a thing. It has to be a thing. And the number 1 thing, I've made this number 1 because it sounds so crazy, but they haven't printed a new Mox of any kind in a long time, and I think Spell Mastery gives us a chance to print a new Mox. Would this be super broken? I mean, you have to do a lot of work to get it to tap for you for mana on the second turn. I mean, just usually you have to at least, you can't do it on the first turn unless you're playing like Legacy. It's not going to happen. So I just think that this is a fairly controlled way of printing a new Mox. You know, I could see this, and it probably wouldn't be outstandingly broken, but I'm also probably very wrong. Free mana is really, really good, although you have to work for this mana, and it's pretty impossible to do on the first turn in Standard, and for the most part Modern. So I can see this being a thing, but it's probably crazy. It's probably crazy. But, you know, Origins takes us back to sort of the early days of Magic, and it's the last core set, so it's a celebration, and I'd like to see something like this. We've already gotten the pseudo reprint of Time Twister, so maybe they'll do a callback to some of the other Power 9 cards. I'd be really down for that. Well, that's all I've got for so far, Wizards, but remember to sub if you haven't done that yet. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those things, especially liking and sharing. Those do like so much good you wouldn't even believe. Just please hit thumbs up. That helps us so much. And we want to keep doing this. I've got 2 deck ideas coming up here. One being Mono Red Goblins with Magic Origins, as I've alluded to. The other being Boros Red White Burn with Soulfire Grandmaster, and a couple of Magic Origins cards. Exquisite Firecraft especially, Ravaging Blades, but more than just those 2. So let me know which one of those ideas sounds better to you, and I'll go ahead and put that one out for you. And my name is Devin from SBMTG. Always happy to be here with you. I'll see you later, my Wizards.